Laura Strenio. I'm a mental health therapist with Catholic Charities of the Diocese of Arlington, and I'm working towards licensure in the state of Virginia for clinical social work. I'd like to tell you a little bit about cognitive distortions and the role that they might have in your mental well-being. Now, you don't have to have a mental illness in order for this to apply to you, so stay tuned. What is a cognitive distortion? It is an unhelpful thinking style or pattern of thought that only takes part of your experience into account. It makes it hard to see the other parts that make the whole picture, and so your view of reality can become distorted. Now, some people like to talk about the power of positive thinking, but I think that it's hard to think positively sometimes, So I prefer to think of the way to address cognitive distortions as shifting into an openness to more healthy, more realistic interpretations. So I'm going to walk you through the process of doing that shift, identifying that you might be working with a cognitive distortion, challenging it, and then replacing it with something more nuanced, something more realistic. So let me give you an example. One common cognitive distortion is called all or nothing thinking. In this distortion, you're either perfect or you're a complete failure. You're either at the top or you're at the bottom, and there is nothing in between. This can lead to feelings of anxiety. It can lead to procrastination, worrying that if you start a project, you might not complete it perfectly. It can also lead to low self-esteem, in worrying that you haven't met unrealistic, but you haven't met expectations. So what can you do here? Identify. Try and look for the invisible always in front of the thing you're labeling yourself. So if you say to yourself, I'm a failure, if you put or see an invisible always, it can help exaggerate that and help you recognize that you're not seeing the whole picture. So, I'm always a failure. Wait. Now you can challenge it. And all you have to do for this part is to just say it again, say the whole thing again, skeptically. I'm always a failure. I don't think so. But even if you do still think so, you can still replace it with something more realistic. So even if you believe that you are always a failure, you can still use this one weird trick. Tack this phrase onto the end of the sentence. I'm always a failure. But that's not the only thing that's true about me. So I hope that you have found this video interesting. I hope that you have gained something from it. And may God bless you and be well.